When a teacher goes to college, there is that training that the teacher does. Just like a Sarunist who trains out there. When they're going in their field, they go equipped. That is how the teachers, because they are so professional, they are trained how to make proper materials, teaching aids, because the children learn using their five senses. When all the five senses of the children are not active, learning cannot take place. So this child must learn to touch, manipulate objects and materials. They need to play using materials so that learning can take place properly.
In our chat with teacher Ann Njau, we get a clearer perspective on the sensitivity of the time within which a child is taken to school.
And I play for you. You let me keep you entertained with stories I exaggerate that you know aren't true.
Basically what I do personally, if a child is brought to the school, and the child probably is young, personally I advise the parent. I talk to the parent and tell the parent, this child it's probably 1 year, 2 years, and I advise them. Like I tell them, like currently we have playgroup that is from age of 2 years to 3 years. We admit such children who are 2 years to 3 years, and others who are 3 years are admitted to kindergarten 1. Sometimes we have parents who have problems, like they are leaving the house and the house girl has left. Sometimes it's very hard for them and they have to go out for job. We run a daycare center where we take care of these children as their parents get someone to take care of the child in the house.
Children learn a lot within these early stages, and any mishaps creates a room for repercussions.
Children at 2 years are young. They're not supposed to be admitted in kindergarten 1 because they are young, they are at tender age. What should happen, these children, when they are taken to school at that age, they are supposed to be separated from the kindergarten 1. There should be a playgroup, a stage where these young children who are not yet 3 years are supposed to learn at their own pace.
But there is a serious learning going on at every stage, and the age is a determining factor, a great deal.
Not all children who are born in January, that they can be 3 years in January. There are those who turn their birthday is on between the year. So the child starting school should be 3 years plus, 3 years minus, not too far from 3 years, and should be in January. It is not very good to take the child to school second term. That the child has attained 3 years and this is May, and then the parents decide now, let me take my child to school at 3 years because this is the time the child has attained 3 years. I can probably advise parents, if the child is 3 years, is not yet 3 years, probably will be 3 years by first term. It is appropriate for the child to join kindergarten 1, to begin with others in January, but not to come in between the term. And it is not right for the child to join school between the term and being praised with others who has been going. Learning is like a race. Just imagine these children who start schooling on January, and then another one come and start racing in May. Will they ever reach each other? It is a bit hard. Now, when children come to school in January, they are taught a lot of information. There's a lot of things that they learn in school. They learn sharing, they learn their emotional develop, they also learn language, and they do a lot of activities. But now, when they've already learned, others come in. Probably they will learn a new song, and this child has come in May to join others. When they are singing the song, the child cannot even comprehend of what others are saying. Others have already grown. School make children grow. They've already grown. They can speak out. They are emotionally strong. This baby who has just come from home, despite that the child is 3 years, the child cannot be able to adjust to an environment. So the child starts getting stress. And the child cannot properly cope. The child can never catch up with the rest.
From my heart with love for a postmark, and then you'll know that you make me feel like we've been caught like kids in the schoolyard again, and I can't keep it to myself.
Each child has a different personality. Every individual is different from another. There are those who pick up very well, but majority of them cannot really pick up. There must be that gap along schooling. Like for example, these children who join second term, it is some pick up along the way, others literally don't pick up. By the time they reach like probably a reasoning class, the concrete stage, that is the class 3, class 4 there. Their reasoning is derailed. They don't reason out. Like for example, they are given in a mathematics lesson, they're given a question like, my mother gave me 20 shillings, I was to buy a pencil and a book. A book was this much, a pencil was this much. That reasoning is not there. It is still delayed. And again, when the teacher is introducing them, for example, some concept, like hard concept like the multiplication, or even as simple as addition and subtractions, these children who start school a bit late, the teacher has a lot of hard work to teach that concept. And you feel it also affects children. A child feels so stressed. A child starts developing a lot of inferiority complex, feeling that this is not where I belong. I'm feeling this, I don't like this teacher. Just not that the teacher is bad. The task, it's so hard for the child to bear.
What we are trying to do here, we are trying to remove the boredom from the kids. Now you see they have writing and the kids get bored so fast. Now you have to do another activity like this one involving the sand. Kids like playing with sand, and also they love creativity. So when you do this, you involve the child so much. There's that creativity. And also they explore with the sand, they explore with the glue. Now they know that glue is used for sticking. And now when we do the sanding, we have an outcome of number 7 like this. You see, we've only used a sand and a glue, and now we have number 7 inside a mango. Because in preschool we use thematic. We have themes, like this week we are doing fruits we eat. So everything we do, even if it's numbers, if it's something like sounds, we have to use themes. Like now maybe tomorrow we'll use a banana. So at the end of the week they'll have known all the fruits. Yeah. Other things we use, maybe in number work, we also have something like sticking. We cut colorful papers, we cut them into pieces, and then we also stick them inside a number, any number that we're using that day. Like for example, today we are using number 7. So for them to know that number 7, for them to get the concept of writing number 7, we have to do various activities.
And it's number 7 like a? What is a walking stick? Like which one? Like this one. You use a walking stick to walk like this. Number 7. Like
Shake the mango tree, down for the mango. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mango. Down. Can you fall down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's sticking with sand. there's sticking with colorful papers, there's also cutting, there's threading, you thread around number 7, there's coloring. We also have something like joining. There's so many activities.
A postcard, I don't care who sees what I've said, or if the whole world knows what's in my head. We chase the sun till it got
Those
away.
children who are very good in kicking balls, the football, the racing, dancing, crabs, I mean music or anything. Like it is so unfortunate that you can rock out a talent of a child through delayed admission. Like probably a child is very good in music, a child is very good in dancing or in acting. And this child is taken to school at the wrong time. And when this child will find others are able to do some of these activities, the child will tend to shy off. And you see that way you've rocked the talent of this child. So it is very advisable for these talents to come up and to bring them out. It is good to take the children at the right time and the children to learn at the same, comfortable at the same pace, all of them, so that these talents come out very clearly. When the child joins school, the child learns so many things. Like a new child joining the kindergarten 1 the first day. At first, the child sees, the child hears, the child touch, all those. The child learns the name of the teacher, the child learns the classmates, and the child learns the aspect of sharing. The child learns how to play with the peers. The child learns a lot of things. After that, the child starts learning how to develop the fine muscles, like the fingers, how to grasp the pencil or the crayon. And before the child is trained how to hold a pencil or a crayon, the child has to do a lot of activities to develop the fine muscles. Like we normally tell the children to bring, the parents to bring plasticine for the children, and some cases small scissors to develop the eye-hand coordination, and also train children to feed. Like when the child sits in a class like this and feed himself or herself this way, that is a very good coordination, because the way the child eats, there's those children who cannot scoop some food and feed themselves. It means that there is some development stages that have not developed. They also need to learn toileting. Toileting is not just the act of going to the toilet. The act of going to the toilet, they know they need to go, do their things, wipe themselves, wash their hands after toilet, and go back to class. These children must shape all the sounds. They are the small letters, they are called phonics. There are 26 of them. They are pronounced differently. Like if it sound the teacher must put a dot and tell the child to say round, up and down. Every sound has its own way it is written, and the child must talk as the child writes and recognize all of them. And that's why we are really insisting that parents, to be parents, they leave the work to the teachers. Because, for example, a parent tells the child A for apple, whereas it's A for apple. Also the numbers, the child has to read and write them.
Good, and this one? Melon. Water? Melon. And this one? These ones? What are these?
It is very difficult sometimes to convince a parent a certain school is the best. What probably I can advise the parents to visit the schools and talk to the relevant people, find out, and again to talk to the parents who have children in those schools. Not one, because probably others may be having the marketing strategies. Find out, watch the children who have schooled in a certain school. Just like some of the secondary school, the famous secondary school around here in Kenya, we identify children by, those adults even in our society, even in our government. We identify them from where they went to school. A nice school identifies itself, and it has its uniqueness, whereby the children are able to be identified, that they have morals, they are well trained, they've learned, because it is not only books, but a child must be given all round.
I hope you know that I'm sending a postcard. I don't care who sees what I said.
Kiddy is moving, Kiddy is going far. We are trusting God that next year we are going to have the Kiddy Junction Senior along Kamaki Road behind Angel Petrol Station. It is coming up, and all our primary school children will be going there. And I'll see. I'm seeing Kiddy's fruits coming out in those 10 years. And I believe we won't be isolated, that those children who went to Kiddy are not resilient. We train children who are resilient, children who are independent, and we hope they are going to be very good readers and independent people in our society.
Children? Children? What program is this? You are watching? KUTV! You are watching? KUTV!
And that was early childhood education on Elimu ni Nguvu for you. And of course, tonight we celebrated one teacher, Anne Njau, who has taken her time not only as an expert in the early childhood education, but also to empower and be a helper to the young girls who share in her passion. Thank you very much indeed for watching Elimu ni Nguvu tonight. And we leave you with one on Mandela's bite of wisdom. And he said, we must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. It has been Elimu ni Nguvu. I have been your host, Corazon Safan. Thank you very much indeed for keeping it right here tonight. Do have yourself a wonderful night.
6 words. I found my treasure in you. Bronze, silver, gold, no.